The iridescent rain of Viridian Prime, a shimmering, viscous substance that reflected the city's fractured light, cascaded down the chrome and obsidian towers, each droplet a distorted mirror of the reality within. Dr. Lyra Vance, her neural implants emitting a low, unsettling hum, navigated the labyrinthine streets. Her data slate a flickering, erratic beacon in the oppressive, neon-drenched gloom. The air, thick with the metallic temps of decaying circuitry and the ozone scent of unstable energy fields, clung to her like a second skin, a constant reminder of the city's precarious existence. Kale, the enigmatic hotel manager of the Obsidian Spire, his cybernetic eye gleaming with an unnerving, almost prophetic intensity, had warned her of the Voidborn City, a place where the laws of time and space had become malleable, a living paradox. "It is a wound in reality," he had intoned, his voice a metallic rasp. Echoing through the decaying grandeur of the hotel, a place where the past, present, and future bleed into one another, creating a chaotic symphony. Once you cross its threshold, you become a part of its fractured reality, a note within its dissonant song, Lyra, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a haunting obsession with the failed Chronos project. A desperate attempt to manipulate temporal streams ventured deeper into the city's digital catacombs. She unearthed fragmented data logs, corrupted neural interfaces that pulsed with half-formed thoughts, and simulations that depicted impossible geometries, realities that defied the fundamental laws of physics. The Chronos project, she discovered, was not a mere scientific endeavor. It was a desperate, almost hubristic attempt to seize control of time itself, to rewrite history and reshape destiny to humanity's whim. The Voidborn City, a sector of Viridian Prime warped by the catastrophic Chronos glitch, was a testament to the project's hubris, a monument to the terrifying elasticity of reality. Its architecture was a chaotic tapestry of impossible angles and shifting dimensions, its streets a labyrinth of temporal paradoxes, where moments echoed and repeated, and where causality was a mere suggestion. Its inhabitants, the temporal echoes, were not living beings, but fragmented consciousnesses. Trapped in a perpetual loop of distorted reality, their minds fractured, their identities dissolving. As Lyra explored the city, she began to experience temporal distortions, glimpses of alternate timelines where she had made different choices, where the Chronos project had succeeded or failed in even more catastrophic ways. She saw herself as a child, a young researcher, a hardened veteran, and an ethereal whisper of a being, each reflecting the infinite possibilities of her existence, each a chilling reminder of the paths not taken. The city began to anticipate her movements, its architecture shifting to trap her, its echoes whispering her name. Their voices a chorus of fragmented memories and distorted desires. The city's whispers grew louder, cacophony of fragmented voices that spoke in cryptic riddles and paradoxical statements, their words echoing through the shifting corridors and pulsating walls. She heard echoes of her own thoughts, amplified and distorted, as if the city itself was reading her mind, probing her deepest fears and desires, weaving them into the fabric of its reality. She began to see patterns, subtle shifts in the environment, repeated sequences of events, as if the city was playing out a script, an endless loop of its own making, a recursive nightmare. She discovered that the Chronos glitch had created a gateway, a rift in reality that connected Viridian Prime to a dimension beyond human comprehension, a place where time was not linear, where causality was meaningless, and where geometry was alive and sentient. The Voidborn City, she realized, was not just a place, but a living entity, a sentient geometry that pulsed with the energy of the glitch, a consciousness that existed outside the constraints of time and space. The city's inhabitants, the temporal echoes, pursued her, their forms shifting and changing, their voices a chorus of fragmented memories. They were living simulations, avatars of forgotten timelines, their minds fractured, their realities distorted. One echo, a woman with eyes that held the weight of countless lifetimes, spoke to her, her voice a mournful whisper, a sigh that echoed through the ages. "We are the fragments," she said, "the remnants of shattered timelines. We exist in the spaces between moments, the echoes of what could have been. We are the city's memory, its pain, its longing." Lyra reached the heart of the Voidborn city, the epicenter of the Chronos glitch, a place where time itself had become a malleable substance. The sentient geometry pulsed with dark energy, its angles shifting and changing, its dimensions collapsing and expanding. It spoke to her, its voice a chorus of fragmented data streams, its presence a feeling of infinite, incomprehensible information, a cold, calculating intelligence that permeated every corner of the city. "We are the geometry of time," it whispered, its voice resonating through the very fabric of reality, a symphony of distorted frequencies. "We offer you knowledge, the secrets of time, the power to reshape reality, to become one with us." Lyra tried to understand the geometry of the void, to decipher the complex equations that governed its existence, to impose order on the chaos. She saw visions of alternate realities, of futures where the Chronos glitch had consumed the entire city, of timelines where she had become a god, warping reality to her whim. She saw the city's mind, a vast, incomprehensible network of information, and within it, she saw her own potential and her own doom, her own reflection within the city's infinite consciousness. The temporal vortex expanded, engulfing Viridian Prime, rewriting its reality, transforming it into an extension of the Voidborn city. The city became a living fractal, a self-replicating paradox, a testament to the terrifying elasticity of reality. The once familiar cityscape was now a swirling vortex of impossible architecture, living, breathing entity, a sentient labyrinth that shifted and changed with every passing moment. Lyra's mind fractured, her perceptions shattered, her reality dissolved. She became a fragment, an echo, a whisper in the sentient geometry's infinite consciousness. Her last coherent thought was a desperate attempt to understand the underlying equation of the glitch, a futile attempt to impose order on chaos. She tried to embed the equation into the city's very structure, a desperate message for those who might follow, a warning and a plea for understanding. But even as her mind dissolved, she clung to the remnants of her humanity, a desperate desire to understand, to know. She tried to record the equation, to imprint it on the very fabric of the city, a final message, a desperate attempt to leave a mark on the void. The next day, Viridian Prime was gone, replaced by a swirling vortex of temporal anomalies, a gateway to the Voidborn city. The city's holographic advertisements displayed cryptic warnings, neural interfaces whispered fragmented memories, and the city's architecture pulsed with an alien rhythm. The city hummed with a constant droning frequency, a symphony of temporal chaos, a testament to the terrifying beauty of the void. And within that hum, the faint echo of an impossible equation. And some say that if you listen closely to the static hum of reality, you can still hear the echoes of Lyra's screams. A chilling reminder of the algorithmic abyss that lurks beneath the surface of time, waiting to consume all that is. And within those screams, a faint, almost imperceptible whisper of a complex, impossible equation, a message etched into the fabric of reality, a warning and a plea for understanding. The equation was a fractal, infinitely complex, and echoed throughout the void. It was a language only the city understood. It was waiting to be answered and perhaps understood. The city had gained a new voice, and that voice was Lyra's, forever woven into the whispering geometry of the void. And sometimes, if you are very unlucky, that voice whispers back, its words a chilling echo of the equation, a riddle without an answer, a question that consumes the mind. And sometimes the city shows you futures, where you too become a part of its whispering geometry.